First of all, I never exposed myself on TikTok. I've only done that on Instagram. And yes, it is true. I am an MINOR, but it doesn't matter because it's only people around my age who watch my live, so it's completely normal.
Today I'm going to be talking about a TikToker by the name of PraiseJazmine or Jasmine Chew. Jasmine is a young TikToker who I think is around 20 years old, who first posted a TikTok in 2023 explaining that they were a woman and not a man. So basically saying that they're transgender.
First of all, I do not have a Peter. I do not have a wiener. I am a real woman from Philadelphia. I have a cooter, a cat. Succulent, real thick. I don't have that.
So I'm going to explain why, but this is actually one of many lies that Jasmine would tell throughout her TikTok career, if you want to call it that. The entire reason why Jasmine is even a TikToker in the first place is because they don't really do anything with their life. They kind of just mooch off of their parents and don't have a job. So they figured their best option would to become a TikTok live streamer. And because they don't have a job and don't have money, the first thing they resorted to was begging on TikTok Live.
I just need 11 people to send me $1 so I can eat. Please, I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm broke. I don't have no money for food. Please, I'm hungry.
The worst thing about this is that the begging kind of worked for Jasmine. People were actually giving their hard-earned money to this thing. There's been a couple times where Jasmine has gotten up to $200 from one person, which is actually ridiculous. But all this begging while having no job and no life didn't come without hate comments. Jasmine didn't seem to care about these hate comments though. The only thing they cared about was making money, and according to them, they were making money off of these hate comments because they make videos of themselves responding to them, which in return generates money off of that video.
A message to my haters.
Listen up. Do y'all realize I'm making money off your little comments, all y'all talking stuff? If I respond to it with a video, that's getting me coin. And I've only been getting paid from TikTok for 2 days now. So can you imagine how much I'll make by next month if y'all keep this up? Yeah. So all y'all little viewers who are talking about me in the comments, I'm making money off you, regardless of how you feel about me. So keep doing it, boo. And if I make enough by next month, I can get an iPhone 15, 512 gigabytes pink with the Apple Care warranty.
The thing about this video is that Jasmine is actually right. The hate comments they've been getting and the response videos that they make and the TikTok lives that they do combined actually generated enough money for them to afford food and basic necessities. And just in case you didn't believe Jasmine, they would actually post their earnings from TikTok, proving that they've made a little bit of money at least.
How much I make from TikTok? Let's get into it. The most you got is $7. Quit it. That's not true. Here you go. This is only 2 days of updating. So by tomorrow, I'll probably make $50 extra. And every single day, if I keep posting, I'm going to keep making money off your little hate comments. Like, this is going to make me money as well. Hey y'all, I'm going to be updating y'all on how much I've made from TikTok. So apparently it went up today. I made $145 today and I'm going to show receipts. My balance is now $225.14. I have 277K views that are qualified, and my RPM is 81 cents. And I have been making money by responding to people's hate comments, and sometimes they go viral, and I've been using that to my advantage.
This whole begging scheme that Jasmine has going on isn't even the worst part about them. Once they realized the amount of money they could make from TikTok, they started to try and gain more attention. And this is where the insane amount of lies that I was talking about earlier comes into play. The first major lie that they would come up with is that they have a bunch of different STDs and that they're pregnant with twins at the same time.
I have HIV, chlamydia, syphilis, herpes, and gonorrhea, and I'm a transgender woman who was pregnant with my first baby. It's a faint positive sign though. But don't worry, because people be hating. I'm going to call the, como se llama? I'm going to call the clinic today. I'm going to give them my sample. Then we going to find out if I really am pregnant. Even though I already know I am.
Yeah, so obviously this isn't possible because Jasmine is biologically a man and you can't get pregnant as a man. Jasmine would also end up claiming that since they're birthing the kid, that they're gonna have the STDs as well, and that the twins they were having were actually tested for the STDs, and they do in fact have them. None of that matters anyway because they're not birthing a kid, obviously. But I might believe that Jasmine has all those things, to be honest. The next thing that Jasmine started doing after this was post videos claiming that they haven't showered in multiple days. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this is a lie this time, because if you just look at them, it does look like they haven't showered in a long time.
I have not showered for 9 days, and for some reason people want me to shower so bad, but I'm not gonna. It's against my Philadelphia protocol. I don't care. I'll shower when I feel like it.
Jasmine not showering actually became a very common thing, and it's where one of their more popular videos came from. I've 100% seen this video before, so you probably have too, but it went viral, I think, so it makes sense. But in this video, Jasmine is getting yelled at by their own mother to go take a shower because of how bad they smell. Like, you just can't make this shit up, bro.
Can you please take a shower?
No.
I'm being serious.
No.
You smell.
I don't care.
It's been weeks.
Okay. It's only,
Look at you, dude.
It's only been 19 days. Why are you being abusive?
I'm not being abusive. You literally smell. You stink.
And?
You smell like ass.
And?
Please take a shower.
No. It's against my religion.
Really? Just take a shower, dude. I'm serious.
No. I'm not
Please.
showering.
You smell.
I don't care.
You reek.
What do I get out of showering? How does it benefit me?
You smell good. You feel good. Come on, dude. Like, you reek.
And?
You smell like butt cheeks.
And?
That's
but
disgusting.
showering wastes the water bill. It wastes money.
We
Why
don't
would
pay
I
the
do
water.
that?
It doesn't matter.
But still, it wastes money.
Take a shower.
Buying stove.
Take a shower.
No.
Take a shower.
You're not going to make me shower.
You smell.
You're abusive. You're a bad parent.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah, scratch what I said about not making this shit up. I'm pretty sure this video was just straight satire and ragebait, because at the end they couldn't hold it together and just started bursting out laughing. And to be honest, I don't even think it's their mom. I think it's just one of their friends or just somebody they know. What made me think that Jasmine is just pure ragebait even more is that they would start to claim they had all of these different disabilities. They were basically just saying anything they could think of.
Since I'm officially 18, I guess I kind of feel comfortable now saying my disabilities now. I was never lying about anything. I deadass had disabilities. But I'm just going to state them now. So the first one I have is ADHD, and my second disability is autism. Yes, I'm acoustic. I don't care. But I'm not a severe person. Like, I'm not like somebody who's going to not know basic stuff. Like, obviously, I'm not dumb. But yeah, I do have ADHD and autism. And now that I'm 18, I am going to start getting disability. My mom has the meeting on Thursday about it. So yeah. So yes, I am autistic. I don't care what y'all say about me. It's not going to faze me anyway. But yeah.
Yay, more excuses to not get a job. And I'm saying excuses because Jasmine doesn't have any of these, and it's pretty obvious. And what's starting to get even more obvious is that Jasmine is just a character, and it's pure rage bait. And big surprise, everybody's suspicions about that would get confirmed somewhat, with Jasmine posting a video claiming that it is a character, but honestly, who really knows at this point? I have to play the part, right? So me showering every day wouldn't make sense for this character. For her to smell good, for her to,
have good hygiene. It wouldn't make sense. So that's why I don't shower, but only for this character. But if I were to ever go outside or I had an actual reason to shower, then I would. But if I was like not doing Jasmine, I would shower every single day.
Even if this is a character, Jasmine has admitted and been exposed for doing some pretty terrible things. So there was these allegations going around that Jasmine SA'd somebody, and being the attention seeker that Jasmine is, they admitted to it, just so they could have more drama surrounding their name.
Damien said that you SA'd his cousin Anthony, and that's why he don't talk to you no more.
That's a lie, but okay.
And he said, yeah, he did. He said he don't got nothing to lie about.
No, I know I essayed his cousin, and I did it freely. But when it comes to me not talking with him...
No.
Wait, let me talk.
Whoa.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Bitch, I know damn well that's not the reason why we don't talk no more. Girl, like what?
Jasmine, that's it. No.
Jasmine did have a response video to these allegations, but they basically just said a whole lot of nothing and exposed a picture of the victim for whatever reason. Like I said, admitting to doing something like this is just for pure attention, and Jasmine would go to any extent to get that attention, which we all know is what her career on TikTok stemmed from. But what some people might not know is that the first attempt at trying to get as much attention as possible was trying to be a clone or daughter of a TikToker named Tophia Chu. I'm sure that name is familiar, because who doesn't know who Tophia is? What's funny about this though is that as soon as Jasmine started to try and act like Tophia's daughter, Tophia blocked her and had her blocked almost this entire one-sided beef. But there was one time where Tophia Chu and Jasmine hopped on a live with each other and started addressing the entire thing. I wouldn't really call it addressing though, because they just argued back and forth.
Jasmine Chu is not my fucking daughter. I had like 5 kids and she ain't one of them.
Dirty stank ass bitch.
You are not my fucking daughter. You are not my fucking daughter.
I'm your daughter.
You are not my fucking daughter.
I am.
You are not my fucking daughter.
I am your daughter, bitch.
One of the only other times that Tophia would talk about Jasmine, Tophia would bring up some other allegations against Jasmine. Those allegations being that Jasmine exposed themselves on Instagram Live multiple times as a minor. Jasmine's response to this is that whoever's spreading it around is spreading CP, which, yeah, that's true. But as a minor, why are you exposing yourself to people on a very popular platform?
If you're saying my daughter is live, I don't have a daughter. And do not interact with Jasmine Chu, because unless you want to get in trouble for seeing a nude minor, then I would suggest you don't even watch Jasmine Chu.
First of all, I never do that stuff on my TikTok live, so it doesn't matter. Unless they follow to my Instagram, then yes, they will see that. But at the end of the day, Tophia, it doesn't matter, because you've been caught liking stuff around that area.
Because Jasmine Chu is exposing themselves on TikTok.
First of all, I never exposed myself on TikTok. I've only done that on Instagram. And yes, it is true. I am an MINOR, but it doesn't matter because it's only people around my age who watch my live, so it's completely normal.
What?
And at the end of the day, Tophia, I will still continue being your daughter.
That's why I don't mention, guys, because someone told me that they opened up TikTok and the first live was hers, and she was exposing herself on TikTok.
I don't know who told you that, but Miss Gora, that was never true. And even if it was, how would I have gotten away with that on TikTok Live?
Not only that, they have been exposing themselves on Instagram too. So, for that reason, that's why I don't mention that person. They're blocked.
The only page of mine you have blocked is a backup K that I don't use anymore that has 8,000 followers. That's the only page you have blocked, okay?
This whole Jasmine Chew thing didn't last very long, and they didn't really contribute much to the whole Tophia Chew universe. And even after all of this drama that Jasmine managed to surround themselves with, they ended up falling off. Which isn't very surprising, to be honest, because clout chasing can only work for a certain amount of time. And this is where we enter the Jasmine homeless arc. So to keep this homeless arc story short, like I said, Jasmine fell off on TikTok. Their views started to drop a lot. They couldn't really afford much anymore. They couldn't afford rent, couldn't afford to stay anywhere, really. And they couldn't afford basic things like food, which first of all made them resort to doing refund scams.
But y'all wasted on Starbucks. First of all, let me share a little Starbucks method with you bitches. I knew about this though even before being homeless, but let me show you. So, make sure you have a Starbucks account with the app. You're gonna go into the store, ask them to add $10, boom, pay $10, and then boom, you set $10 or $5. Well, basically after that, just place a mobile order, and then you're gonna call the support and say that the store was closed, and then boom, you get your money back onto your account instantly. And then boom, you're gonna use them same $10 until they stop giving you their refund. And you're gonna make a new account and do the same shit.
So obviously Jasmine is getting pretty desperate for anything at this point, and they started couch surfing as well. Literally anybody they could find to stay with, they would stay there. And on this homeless journey, Jasmine would end up making some friends. One of them named Diamond. And somehow Diamond and Jasmine would end up on Jack Doherty's live stream. I guess it was another one of Jasmine's attempts at getting attention, which didn't work because Jack Doherty also fell off and nobody cares about him. Before getting help from Diamond with a place to stay, like I said, Jasmine would start couch surfing, and literally every single place Jasmine would stay at, they would get kicked out because they can't pay rent. And what makes no sense to me is that Jasmine was really disrespectful to the people they were staying with when they were the ones giving Jasmine a place to stay.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, you literally said, you had the audacity, you said Courtney's gonna pay for my stuff.
I didn't say that. I just said maybe Courtney will send something.
It's just the audacity for you to think.
But it's still the audacity for you to try to even talk about me or try to clock me in a way when you didn't even clock
I
shit.
don't gotta fucking clock shit, honey. It's you.
And it's fine. I still reached my quota and I still got my food and paid for it, boo.
One of the times Jasmine found a place to stay, they were actually able to pay rent, surprisingly. But after sending the payment to the landlord, Jasmine decided that they needed food instead and disputed the payment, which refunded it from the landlord, and it took him a little bit to notice. I don't think Jasmine was expecting him to notice, which is why they ordered food with the money instead, but the landlord did end up noticing, and they kicked Jasmine out. After getting kicked out of literally every single place that Jasmine tried to stay, Diamond, which is one of the friends that Jasmine made on this homeless journey, for some reason decided to help out Jasmine with a car to stay in. This car was obviously very cheap, and I don't know how well it ran, but it was a place to stay. And according to both of them, it had mold when they first got it, and it still has roaches at the moment, which is very fitting for someone like Jasmine.
So this car has fleas, roaches, and mold.
It doesn't have fleas anymore. It just has roaches.
Does it still have mold?
I mean, I sprayed down the mold as much as I can. You can look on the...
What if I get sick because of you?
I don't think you get sick. It's no different than the streets.
No, Diamond didn't give me a pillow or a blanket. She girdy.
I already give you so many of them.
Where?
When I bring over the cardboard, I'll bring over a blanket. How about that?
Not even a pillow?
I don't got a pillow to spare right now. No shade.
Show me your bed.
No.
Show me your bed.
No.
Show it.
I'm not on my bed.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Stop lying for clout. You fat loser. Show
No,
me your
but you
bed.
guys, I'm trying to explain the mode situation.
She's worse. She got pillows.
And this is pretty much where the PraiseJazmine saga rests for now. I'm sure they're gonna keep trying their hardest to get back in the spotlight and get any kind of attention they can, but I don't think it'll work. Their little bit of fame was very short-lived and wasn't deserved at all. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.
No DJ Khaled, but we the best. Them chops howling, where you a best. If I catch you, I locking you down.